What up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Rain Race, and today we got a very special guest here today. We got an offensive player of the year. We got a 6-year pro. We got a Georgia phenom, star, whatever you want to call it. He is him in Georgia Bulldogs history. We got Todd Gurley here today. As you guys know, we are sponsored by DraftKings, so y'all go to DraftKings right now and use promo code RACE. But now, let's get to the episode. What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rain Race with my boy AJ Richardson, who is not here today. He's handling his business. But, people, we got a very special guest here today. We got another NFL guest, but we got an offensive player of the year. We got a dog. We got another North Carolina brethren. He went to Georgia, but it's all good. It happens. He a bulldog. It is what it is. But he was a dog. I remember I went to South Carolina. I had my South Carolina visit, and I watched him play Georgia. I said, who is number 3? Because he is out here destroying these kids. People, we got Todd Gurley on the pod today.
What's up with you, man? Wait, you had a South Carolina visit?
I had a South Carolina visit.
That's what's up.
And they was playing, and it was game day. It was game day, and y'all played them, and
yeah, we got blown out, I think.
It got ugly.
Yeah, it was real bad.
It got ugly, but it was lit in there.
I don't fuck with South Carolina, man. They beat me twice, so you know.
Yeah, bad blood. It's all good. It was rocking in there though, but
they do.
Let's go ahead and get right into it. What we do here, Todd, and once again, I appreciate you coming on because you are, for me, one of the best running backs I've seen. You played at the highest level. You played in the Super Bowl, had a chance to win it, Offensive Player of the Year, and that's the top of the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you've had some good years, and we'll talk about it later on in the pod, but just how you maneuver to the next step of life and what went into all that. But let's go and get to your story. And what we do here on Rain Race, we like to talk about the journey. Everybody's journey isn't the same. Everybody doesn't go through the same path and run the same race. And I want people to understand you can get to where you want to get to however way, and no one has it the same way. So let's get right into it. Todd, where you from, and how'd you get started playing this game of football?
Shoot, man. Originally I'm from Baltimore. Grew up in North Carolina. Moved to North Carolina when I ain't even sure for real, probably like 7, 8 years old.
Okay.
But, obviously, like, growing up in Baltimore, like, being a Ravens fan, I don't really know how I started playing football for real, bro. I think that's just like, it's just like a neighborhood thing, right? Yep. Like, you go try out for football, you make the football team. You go try out for basketball, you try to make that team if you don't. And then, I feel like later on you get into like baseball or something like that. Yeah. But honestly, I think it just was like something I used to just play with like my older brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like throw up tackle. And then I don't know, just started playing. And then, you had the older cats or the grown people be like, boy, who that is?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
and then, yourself, you like, oh, am I like that? Or am I not? But I always played defense, though. Like, I always played defense. So when I moved to North Carolina, it was one of those things where I'm like, dang, I ain't going to play football. Like, I don't know what's going on out here, right? Like, I don't know what little lead or...
So when did you start playing?
Probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, you started young.
Yeah, like 4 or 5. And then I had like a year or 2 break when I had moved to North Carolina. And then my man Clinton, he stayed around the corner. But he was playing for like North Edgecombe, Little Warriors. So I used to just catch a ride with them for real. Like I was always one of them catch a ride type of dudes. Like if it wasn't for, when they say like it takes a village to raise a child, like that's for sure me. Cause like had it not been for like all my friends and their parents or them having cars and me being able to get to and from practice, like I don't know how I would have even got here. Yeah, exactly. So But I just used to play it, man, just, for the love of the game, just from, playing Madden and...
You one of how many siblings?
3. I had 3 brothers, 1 sister. But in the household, growing up, I was the youngest.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had my 2 older brothers and my older sister. So, say that again?
You was getting beat up on the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, but I was the annoying one. I was the annoying one, too. I was the annoying one. But nobody in my... I think my brothers did play like Pop Warner at a younger age, but like nobody in my family that I knew personally played football or played sports, period.
Okay.
Like I felt like I was like the only one.
You the outlier.
So I don't know. I just used to play it, man, and I just used to like it. Like my favorite players was, Ed Reed and Ray Lewis and Sean Taylor and stuff like that. So I just used to just love playing football. And I got to middle school. I probably played like DB my 7th grade year, and then like kickoff return. And then I remember going in for a basketball meeting, basketball season right after football.
Yep.
And then my man, one of my high school coaches, mentors, Coach Jenkins, we all was saying our names. And I was like, yeah, Todd Gurley. He was like, say that again? I was like, Todd Gurley. He was like, interesting.
What?
Man, that name, you're going to be something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's me in like 7th or 8th grade or whatever, 12, 13. So I'm like,
dude,
I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? But like,
what are you talking about
But it's the same guy, still good relationship to this day. But like, it was people like him who was like, seeing more in me, like it's always other people that see more in you than you see in yourself.
That's what it come down to sometimes.
And he was our basketball coach in high school. So we skip before we get to high school.
Did you play any other sport other than you try football? You tried basketball.
Tried basketball. I didn't make it 7th grade, but I made it my 8th grade year.
Okay.
So I think this was around like Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Like about to go to Memphis.
Yeah.
And I played football my whole life.
Yeah.
And then I always wanted to play like offense, but I kind of never really got that shot. So I was like, I guess I was low key a little down about that too. Cause I'm like, man, I ain't never gonna play offense. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stop football and I'm gonna just focus on basketball. That's what I told myself.
Yep.
So this is my 9th grade year. I didn't play. Hear me. I had to do some schoolwork after school, so I need a ride home.
Yeah.
I know football practicing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out there and catch a ride from one of the homies.
Yeah.
Damn, coaches got to talking to me. You know what I mean? Coaches got to talking to me like
then
this.
Talk you into playing.
Yeah. So they're like, come out. I'm like, all right, like, okay. I think somebody got kicked off the team. I was like the backup quarterback. I'm like, quarterback? Like, what? You just going...
It's offense, though.
Yeah, you just going to throw me in there quarterback and tight end. My number was like 87 or something like that.
That's nasty.
I started playing on defense right away, obviously, but like... So we do that, and then my sophomore year on JV... I'm still on JV, by the way, too.
Yeah.
My sophomore year on JV, I finally get a chance to play running back.
Yep.
Finally get a chance to play running back. First carry... cribbed it, like 60, 70 yards or whatever. Then, people, you ain't going to do that on varsity.
Yeah. All right.
Go to varsity. First play of the next season. Touchdown. You know what I'm saying? First play of my senior season 2. Touchdown. Like that type of joint. But I don't know. I just used to like playing football, man. And it just keep you occupied. Like if I wasn't playing football or basketball or baseball or track or whatever it was, like, I would have just been at the house
Todd Gurley
trying to get in trouble.
Todd Gurley became a star in football because he just wanted to ride home.
Yeah.
Ain't that fucking crazy, bro?
Yeah, I just wanted to ride home.
He just wanted to ride home, and they talked him into it. And then he became Todd Gurley. Yeah. Ain't that crazy, bro?
Nah, it really is.
Like you look back, and that's what's dope about these pods, bro, because you talk about stuff like that. You really look back like, damn, bro. You just was going over there, be like, I know I can get a ride home from somebody, one of my homies, and then they talk you into playing, and you cribbing shit off the first play.
Yeah, and about 50% of them guys was probably, just better than me. You know what I'm saying? It's just always somebody that was I was never really like the biggest, the fastest, or the strongest. Like all my stuff came like later, like later. And I started, find out like you got to work hard. Like,
for sure. For sure. You got to work
You got to work hard. Yeah. So you start, just around when YouTube started coming around and stuff and the internet, Wi-Fi. Because Wi-Fi ain't really been around that long, to be real with you. Yeah,
for sure.
You start seeing all these documentaries and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like you kind of got to work hard. But I did play other sports though. I played baseball my 8th grade year. And then I ran track in high school because my coach talking about you look like you can hurdle. I'm like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are you?
You just need somebody to hurdle. That's all
he like, what did you talk about? He's like, yeah, you just look like you can hurdle. So I go out there and I start hurdling. My first time was like 18, 19. By the end of the season, I was, in the state championship in the finals. And obviously I fucked that up. Dude, I'm beating all year, beat me, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I had that on my mind to come back the following year to win it, and I was able to do it. But it don't know, bro. Like I said, a lot of stuff I felt like I was just doing just to do it. But I enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I didn't
you just
work.
out there having fun with life.
That's all I was, bro. I swear.
You literally out there just having fun, my nigga.
Yeah.
Because you just like, all right,
running
bruh.
my own race for real.
Yeah, you literally just running your own race. You like, look, bruh. All right, coach, I'll play. All right, I house this to the crib. You want me to go hurdle? I'll hurdle. Then you start hurdling motherfuckers at Georgia. You hurdling people in the NFL.
But I took care of stuff like I feel like I matured a little bit faster than a lot of people. Like obviously once I got to high school, the house was pretty much mine because all my siblings was older and stuff. So, my mom was working like all the time. So I really had a chance to just be like a fuck up. You know what I mean? A real life. But I just was like
locked in.
Yeah, I had did the getting in trouble like early, so I kind of got tired of like, disappointing my mom or whatever and all that stuff. So
what was that clicked for you? What was that was like, okay, I need to change this or I'm going to go down the wrong path?
About that time when people really started going down the wrong path, and I seen so many people. And that's the best thing about having older brothers and all that stuff. You kind of get to learn from them.
Yep.
But then they also get to tell you stuff, what to do, what not to do. But I always sat and observed because I always see kids will go into 9th grade and they trying to play catch up 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if you just do what you got to do at the beginning, like you can just sit back and whatever. I don't really like this word, but like you can just maintain whatever you need to do. You can just work on
your game.
Yeah. So that, and then, that's when time around people started to just, when your friends started to go left, some was getting arrested, some was getting kicked off the football teams and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just felt like I always would, like I'll play it close, but like I was always like, nah, like, and then it go back to having a guy like Coach Jenkins, or, one of them people in the community where it's like, who not to mess with or not to act around
1,000%.
with. You know what I'm saying? So that was my basketball coach.
Because you didn't want to fuck with him.
Exactly. Like no matter how hard you is, like, cause he the guy. Like, I know your parents, or like, bro, you not like that. You not even from there. Like, get yourself together. So
any dude named Coach, listen, it's something about last name Jenkins. Anybody with a last name Jenkins, they mean business.
Yep.
Okay.
So I feel like he instilled that in us, even when it was just talking right, like looking him in his eyes, like just little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To make a boy become a man,
for sure,
and really realizing that like later down in life. But he had a big heart, man. He's still doing the stuff that he do today. I know a lot of people. He's the one of those guys that on the ground every day in the community might not get the high praise from everybody. The athlete, they come back, they get the key to the city. He the real hero, you know what I mean?
1,000%.
People like him and in every other community in America for real.
For sure. Let me ask you this. If you're going to pinpoint a time in your high school career, what was a time that you realized you were different? Maybe it was the time you housed it first play, but like, what was it in the summer?
In high school?
Yeah, like when was the time it was like, okay, I really can do something with this game of football?
Well, we were good as a team already.
Oh, okay.
So we probably started winning state championships. We went my freshman year. I wasn't even on the team. And then my sophomore year, after JV, you get bumped up to varsity and stuff. Yep. So we were like just good as a team, period. So I wasn't even thinking about like me
getting
just
recognition.
Me, just more me. Like I'm like, yo, we winning, we good. Like I ain't really. I used to talk shit a little bit to my people, because we always thought we was gonna win. Like we just be like, yo, we about to get this dub.
Yeah.
We're gonna go chill, hang out after, and like kick it. But I ain't really realized like football until my freshman year in college for real. Mm-hmm. Like where I was like, oh shit, like you could really like do something. Yeah, that wasn't until the SC championship against Alabama my freshman year. We ended up losing or whatever, but. This was, Alabama's still Alabama, but this was when like nobody was rushing for like 100 yards on them.
Yeah.
And I ended up having like 100, like 2 touchdowns. We still lost and stuff, but as a freshman, I'm just like, all right.
Sure.
Like bro, do it. Yeah, I told myself, I'm like, yo, you might need to start taking this a little bit, more serious. Cause I kind of hated it. Like it was just,
really?
It was tough, bro. College, bro. This shit's tough. I'm like, I'm like, we never gonna play at 5 or 6 in the morning. Why is we working out this early? Like, man, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go back to the crib working in the barbershop.
Too, because it's like, this is the first time, and it's good to hear this too, because like, you were low-key doing it because you were just good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you fell into this because you just trying to live life and live life to the fullest. You just trying to get home, bruh.
I wasn't trying to be, and I ain't want to be like ungrateful either.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? 1,000%. Like I got a scholarship, full scholarship. I got a chance to.
Who's your first offer?
My first offer? I don't even know, bro. I couldn't even tell you.
Had too many.
I feel like I didn't. I probably had like 10 or 15, which is a lot for me. I felt like it was.
When did you start getting recruited? Because you didn't play freshman and sophomore.
I think probably the end of my junior year.
End of junior.
But it might have been like, I had like a track scholar, like track offers and stuff from like Princeton or something like that, or Cornell. And then I think maybe.
You a little smart motherfucker.
Well, they probably didn't see my, they probably didn't see my transcript yet, They just, it was just off, just sending the letters off of that type of stuff. Yeah. But I don't really know, to be real. I think maybe it was like Duke or East Carolina or something like that. Yeah, but once that one offer get in, then
they all start trickling in. Yep.
But my man Keith Marshall, really, I always say this story. He was in Raleigh at the time, and he was the number 1 running back. So always kind of give him credit for me being able to get recognized too.
Keith was a dog.
Yeah, he was a dog. So me being down the road, like a coach was like, yo, you need to go check out this Gurley kid down in Tarboro. So that's how the Georgia coach found me.
Really?
Yeah. That's how the Georgia coach found me.
Okay.
So
was Georgia the first big offer?
It ain't. When we talking big, we talking about like the blue blood schools. We
ain't talking fucking Duke football.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Yeah, they probably was like the first. Yeah, because all the other schools really ain't really. Auburn had gave me an offer. I only had 2 SEC offers though. Really? Georgia and Auburn. Like the other ones, like coaches came and visited or whatever, but it wasn't like they wasn't really stunting me for real, like South Carolina or Florida. That's where I wanted to go, because that was during the time when Florida was, killing it. And I was just infatuated with just, them teams on NCAA, right?
For sure.
Whoever was just going crazy in March Madness. So that's why I was just playing off that.
What was it about Georgia that attracted you there?
I think it was the coaches and just praying on it, just praying on it. Cause my visits was terrible. Like my visits was horrible.
Really?
Yeah. Like
why?
It just was, you do the official visit and link you up with people you like. It was cool, but I didn't. But that's how my mind was, though. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they doing. Like, I know what I'm gonna do when I get there. Like, I'm gonna be having fun, or I'm gonna be doing this. So, I don't know. I think because I definitely wanted to probably play in the SEC.
Yeah.
But Coach Coach Rick, and then Coach McClendon. Coach McClendon, he's the receiver coach with the Buccaneers right now, and then Coach Rick was there, the head coach. So I think they played a big role in it, but I don't know why I picked them for real. But I know it was the best decision that I definitely did though. One of the best decisions that I ever made in my life. So
for sure, you get done with your senior year. You rushed for how many that year?
I'm not good on none of the numbers and all that stuff, bro.
You went crazy though.
Yeah, we won a state championship and all that stuff. Yeah.
So you won a state championship in football and you won a state championship in track your senior year.
Nah, I didn't win in track. I had like sciatica, man. It was crazy.
What?
And that went on for like 5 years after that. That's a whole another conversation. Yeah. So I kind of had to I won my junior year. I won my sophomore year.
Yep.
Somebody got hurt, so I joined them on the last leg of the 4x1.
Okay.
So we ended up winning. And then I won independently my junior year because I didn't run my freshman year.
Okay.
I only ran sophomore, junior, and senior. But senior, about time like the state championship regional came around, trying to work hard in football, done messed my back up, and I was getting like a sharp shooting pain down my left leg.
Yeah.
So I didn't even
compete.
Yeah, I don't even think I competed in states. I was like, man, there ain't even no reason to waste your time.
For sure.
Because you got the prelims and the what's the name. So I'm just like,
and you got to get ready for college. Because you committed. When did you commit?
I don't think I committed to like January, like of that year that I was going to college. Yeah. So I was definitely like a late commit.
Got you.
Late bloomer, all that type of stuff. But yeah.
You get to Georgia.
Yeah.
You in the SEC, my boy.
Yeah.
The SEC ain't no fucking joke. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know how you did it because them grown ass men, and you playing as a freshman, bro. Like what was your welcome to college moment?
Welcome to college. It had to be like in practice though. It had to be in practice, probably doing like training camp. And Alec Ogletree.
Dog.
This was goal line or whatever. So we doing goal line. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Tweety Bird.
Yep.
He like, you better get low. You better stay low. Because I naturally run high.
Yeah.
Or like when I'm out in the open field. So everybody like, he's a high runner. But like, so yeah, I think it was like that. One of those plays in training camp. And I was like, ooh. I was like, yeah. Got to stay low in that goal line. But I walking to college. I don't know, bro. I feel like I always did a good job of like protecting myself or not taking like the big hits for real.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Hey, listen, you just out there playing football, having fun, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for real
listen,
though.
You ain't gonna fuck me up. Hey, listen, I'll run right out of bounds. We good. Next play.
Man, I swear. And that's how I used to be. And that like my college coach used to hate that. Like college though was like out the mud, right? Like you trying to make it to the league. But my college coach definitely used to hate like, and I used to go out of bounds. I'm like, bro, fuck that. Like I get hurt. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing just the same way in the league. Like I be telling guys like, yo, get your yards, but like, come on, bro. Don't get yourself hurt for 2 extra yards, especially if you a little back. Like you not Derrick Henry, bro. Stop trying to run like you Derrick Henry. You gonna get put on IR. So you gotta be available, bro. You gotta be available.
Hey, the best ability is availability.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
It's the country's favorite time of the year. Super Bowl 59 is here. And it's the perfect time to lock in with DraftKings, an official partner of the NFL and the official partner of Running Race. Super Bowl 59 is a little bit more fun when you got a little money on the line. And DraftKings is offering new customers who bet as little as $5, $200 in bonus bets instantly. Go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. And get in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on same-game parlays. As sports betting is not legal in your state, DraftKings got you with daily fantasy. So, go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
So what was the game in college that you was like, oh yeah, this shit gonna be up?
My first game, bro. My first game, thank God, we played Buffalo though.
Had a little cupcake.
Yeah,
Had a
we
little
played
cupcake to
Buffalo,
start off.
but I just went crazy. I had like 3 touchdowns, kickoff return, and like over 100 yards. Like the first game.
Damn.
Like
Freshman.
true freshman right out the back. Almost died and everything on the sideline.
What you mean you almost died?
Shit was hot as hell. It was hot. And I always hated, like, I hate when people smack your helmet and stuff after. That's why I always take my helmet off, like, as soon as I come to the sideline. Because I just hate it. Like, we always talking about concussions and all that. And I'm like, bro, y'all be smacking each other head all day. Like, so yeah, that. And it was just super hot, bro. It was just super hot.
Passed out.
I ain't passed out, but I had to get an IV and I cramped up for sure. But I almost felt like I was about to die. It was hot, boy. It was so hot. That's why I like it out here in Cali. It don't get that hot out there. Out here.
Bro, this man about died in his first game.
Bro, yeah, in the first games, I'm like, you know, that freshman 15. You unlimited meal prep. I didn't know nothing about no diet and all that stuff. I'm just now maturing, getting into that stage in my life.
Who you telling?
You know what I mean?
We got to pay attention.
Yeah.
We got to pay
But really
attention.
the first game, bro, and by the second game, we played Missouri. That was their first year. Them and Texas A&M came in. And
went crazy.
I ain't go crazy the second game, but shit, it was just up. It was just up after the first game, though. It was just up, bro. And like, I don't know. I don't really be talking about it unless we kind of, like, I have a conversation about it, like on a podcast or someone talks to me about it. So just kind of like, whatever's coming to my head, but like also just like a raw answer as well too.
Yeah, bro. The type of, you were an efficient runner.
Yes, yeah. That's what I always tried to aim for too.
You're a very efficient runner. Like you look at the Derrick Henrys, the David Montgomerys. Like they trying to run through motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like you'll run somebody over when you have to, but like you like, hey, look, bro. I'm going to just do what I need to do to get the first down, or just if I get a hole.
But you know what played a role in that too? Knowing that I would have the chance to get multiple carries, or that I would get, 15 to 20 carries. When you don't know that you're going to have that opportunity, you trying to make everything shake as possible. So that was always kind of my mindset. It's like, it's not the end of the world. I know I'm going to get 20 carries. So long as I get 3-4 yards, I bet on myself, 31 just to get a yard.
And you're gonna break one. You're gonna break one.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually I'm gonna get one.
Eventually. Or sometimes you just might not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's football for you. Like, not only is it football, it's the sorriest teams that give you the toughest battles.
Exactly.
You like, bro, I was supposed to have 300 yards on them. Like, how am I go off against Alabama but not do nothing against Kentucky?
For
you
sure.
know what I mean?
Yep,
So
for sure.
That's very humbling, but it also like teaches you the game of just like
patience.
Yep,
for sure. What
patience.
is y'all's best team when you were there? Were what?
At Georgia?
Yeah,
probably my first year.
Your
first year, yeah.
Because your quarterback was
Aaron Murray.
Murray.
We had Aaron Murray my first 2 years. His second year, he ended up tearing his ACL. But after that, we were pretty sorry. And I was just always hurt after that, per usual, as a running back, or just it was tough from there. Yeah, it was bad.
This man too honest.
Yeah,
we was pretty ass, bro.
Yeah, we were sorry. We were sorry.
Aaron Murray was nice though.
Yeah, no, he was nice. He was super nice. But it was also one of them things too where it's like, I fuck with my team and like, yeah, shit, y'all had me. We wouldn't have lost that motherfucker. But, it's like little stuff like that.
Because you weren't there with AJ, were you?
Nah, I probably missed AJ by like 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years? Okay, I'll make sure I'm on trip. Okay. But you go there. How did you approach it being a freshman? Because people don't really understand. To be a true freshman to go in the SEC and start, that's rare.
Yeah.
Like people do it, but like how did you approach that and how did you get to that? Work, or you were just that damn good?
Nah, definitely a lot of work, bro. Like a lot of work. But ain't nothing, I wasn't doing nothing that 1,000 other schools wasn't doing, or my 124 other teammates wasn't doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I always had respect for walk-on guys. Like, bro, you know you probably never play in your life, but you out here
Grinding.
Like you being the punching bag, like just the dummy at practice. So I always had, a lot of respect for them. But my freshman year was, a lot of people, like I said, Keith came in, he was already in there early, like early enrollee in January.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then my man's, he was the number one running back the year before that. Isaiah Crowell.
Oh, yeah.
So he was at Georgia at that time too.
Yep.
Some shit ended up going down and he ended up, getting kicked off the team. So that was more of a blessing for me. Like, obviously you don't want to see nothing bad happen to another man, but that was
the
just
opportunity was there.
That was another opportunity for me to climb the depth chart.
Yep.
And I just kept my head down, bro, and just kept working.
So going into Georgia, you didn't have any expectations of playing early? Or you was like, I'm going there to play?
Man, a lot of people was like, why you going there for? They got this, they got that. I never based off any of my decisions off like another man. It was almost like how I felt comfortable. Yeah, I would look at situations and like, all right, maybe this, maybe that. But it's football, like 100% gonna get hurt. So you gonna get your opportunity, sometime. But I think it was just once we started doing them scrimmages in camp and stuff, like that's when I was able to like showcase my skills and stuff where it was like, damn, who was this? Because I was never one of those kids where, like, bro, we used to run if anybody's familiar with football, it'd be similar at Tallboro. It was similar to like the wishbone. So I would be down in the 3-point stance like that, and I would get the ball like this. No, I would get the ball like that. Like I never got the ball like this in my life. So it was like taking a person that didn't really have no bad habits and training them from the start. So I feel like I didn't have any bad habits, but I also didn't know too much. Like I ain't know nothing about no routes, no nothing.
I don't play football, but I know you don't run high. You got to keep your pass low. That's how you know you were just out there just playing football.
Yeah. That, and I don't know. I definitely play with a lot of heart though. Like I definitely play with a lot of heart.
For sure.
And like trying to like get it out the mud, like that type of running. But like I always wanted to impose my will and like, cause that's why like I always hated working out. But I know like when I'm on that field, like all them days I hated doing all this stuff, like you gonna feel this. And I just like to just be a little disrespectful when I'm playing. So I just always try to like show that in my play for real. Yeah.
Hey, that always helps.
Yeah, it really do, bro. It just like, you gotta like make yourself mad, right? Like somebody said something about you, like, Theo, ain't nobody said nothing about you. Like, who is they?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So
talking shit.
Yeah.
Why would they talk shit?
Yeah.
They ain't say nothing to
it was
me.
just like a lot of hyping myself up, and then just want to put like the team on my back, like being able to be one of, if not like the best player on the team. Like, I don't know. I felt like I definitely worked hard for it, but I don't know. I don't try to like discredit myself, but I don't feel like I did nothing that other people didn't do.
Let me ask you this. What do you fucking feel like after an SEC football game getting 25, 30 carries?
Shit, you young, so you ready to hit downtown after,
Yeah, hey, listen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it, but goddamn,
Georgia it was a good time.
It's a good time over there.
I think that's a conversation that we're probably gonna have later too in this like when you get done playing, you don't really realize like, bro, you was a human crash dummy.
Yep.
Like, and knowing like now is like, bro, that's not okay to feel like that. Because you, in your mind, when you playing, you in it, you like, oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm leg hurt, knee hurt, ankle hurt. Like, I ain't feeling no different than what TJ Yeldon feeling at Alabama or, you know what I'm saying, Mira Abdullah feeling over there. So, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. it really be the games you don't do nothing. It be the games you don't do nothing with the least amount of carries you feel the shittiest.
Oh,
And you know winning help you feel
That
a little
helps.
bit better.
That
It
helps.
definitely
Yeah.
feel you a little bit better.
for
but,
sure.
you know, the recovery process get a little bit harder and harder the older you get.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
For
Especially in running back years. We age a little older. So, yeah, it was tough, though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, not being able to, you know, pick up soap or just...
Can't
you
even
know,
pick up
just
the soap,
you
bro.
always need like a female to help you out or do something like.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's a great excuse, nigga.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That's a great excuse.
yeah, just
Bro,
little
because
stuff like that.
I remember, I mean, like I said, I would Carolina. They play football. They play in the ACC, which is a pretty good conference. But they used to talk about just how sore and like their body's so fucking big. I cannot imagine being a running back in the SEC, playing against Florida, playing against Bama, playing against Tennessee, like, and you getting 25 carries, bruh. And the game plan is to stop Todd Gurley
Yeah,
every single night. Like, what type of pressure is that? What type of preparation are you, like, all you really got to do is, what goes into it as a running back, though? Like, you got to know, of course you got to know where your blocks be at, where
all right. So
break that down.
I feel like high school talent,
Yeah.
college
Talent.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of get away with that. Like
Yeah.
NFL just totally different. It ain't even a talent. It's like, bro, you need a play caller.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
and an O-line.
Yep.
And hopefully a receiver too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's a lot more of that to play in the NFL. But in college, it was always like, I ain't gonna lie, like motherfucker can't fuck with me, that
Yeah.
type of shit.
Yeah.
So you ain't really worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still need O-line for sure. Like
Yeah.
O-line always gonna be the thing. You
Mhm.
know, like unless you just, you know, the second coming of Barry Sanders, ain't too many people really just gonna be going out there putting in too much crazy work. But you can get away with a lot of talent. But film, I would say film for sure. Just watching like the flow of the defense, people tendencies, the linebackers and stuff. Are they gonna, you know, go under the lineman, around them, straight through them,
Mm-hmm.
and then just trying to like set up your blocks as well too. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a big part of it. Knowing where you want to get to, but it might not initially start off like that on that path.
It goes back to
So
patience.
yeah, patience. So outside zone, you know, you have that 3 technique. Hopefully they're just gonna kick him out, and then you're gonna end up, you know, your track will be outside laid of the ghost tight end, depending on whatever the formation is.
Mhm.
But if you see that 3 and that 5 technique, you know you're gonna stretch it to potentially cut all the way back, kinda.
Yeah.
So just a little stuff like that. And if it ain't working, then just try to, you know, just keep going. But like I said, I knew I would get the ball more and more, so
Exactly.
I wasn't really stressing and pressing. And I wish I would have knew earlier though, like about the catch in and like out the backfield wanting to do that. Cause it's like, why would I want to get hit by 11 people when I can just go one-on-one against, you know, one dude? So, you know, I always looked up to them old school running backs, no gloves, you know, like
You are doing shit
just-
like that. You
shit,
just you,
like
listen,
too physical. So
Were you always like?
nah, bro, I was skinny as I don't know what, bro. Yeah, I used to be just like, I probably was like, I got my weight probably in like my junior or senior year. I was just like tall and just slim, like super, super slim. I never really even to the day, I still don't feel like I had like a crazy like upper body, like
Yeah.
super swole like a lot of people. But that was that college, bro. That was that freshman 15 for sure. That and just a lot of lifting and like
I know lifting.
a lot of training
I know
and stuff.
lifting was crazy. I know that pissed you off. Cause
Yeah.
bro, we had 7 a.m. What time do y'all start?
With a 7, man, our junk used to be at like 6, bro. It probably was at like 5, to be honest with you. It was early.
That sounds
Yeah, it was
terrible.
super early, like the freshman year. But then after that, like once my freshman year was over with, it was over with. After that, I used to just get to practice, do individual, and talk shit the rest of the practice.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
You know you him now. Like, hey,
Yeah.
listen, I'll show up to the game. I'm gonna get my carries. I'm gonna take us to the promised land. We're gonna take it to the next thing.
Nah, I got a funny story though. So we shout out my man, Coach Bobo. He at Georgia right now. Everybody be giving him a tough time. So I think it was the first game. Like I went off, but we lost, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was snapping on everybody. He's like, "You motherfuckers think y'all arrived. Y'all ain't did shit."
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Only person that arrived around this bitch is 3." I'm like, "Yeah, you heard them motherfuckers." Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you heard them. Y'all motherfuckers need to get to work around here. You know, but joking, like I always would ease the tension. Like I'd never be serious. I would always just be playing for real. Yeah.
That's hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
To say that right after he said he mad
like,
as
yeah,
fuck.
like, yeah, you heard them motherfuckers.
Weak as fuck.
Yeah. Just
Bruh.
little fun shit like that, though,
That's
man.
hilarious. When was it? Was NFL always a dream? I mean, we talked about it. It wasn't like something you sought out to do from an early age. But once you got to college and you start dominating, at that point, your mindset is to get to the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You start working. You just start. And not to put it like this, but you might can feel what I'm saying. So you ever had like people you looked up to growing up, and it's not to down anybody, but like once you kind of get to college or you get to the league, then you realize like, damn, bro, I'm doing shit better than
you.
than people I used to look up to.
Mm-hmm.
And I still had that same respect for them because them the people that got
Paved
me
the
to
way.
like the game and
Yep.
pay the way.
Mm.
But I'm just like, damn, like this shit crazy.
Yep.
Like, so, yeah, it was definitely always the goal. Obviously, that's when the whole running back stigma started. You know, you don't really need them guys, all this, all that. Like, you know, like a lot of guys wasn't getting first round for a
Mhm.
minute. So I think that was like a drought for a little bit, and then the year I ended up getting drafted, we end up 2 running backs. I think 2 or 3 went in the first round that year. So I felt definitely good about that.
Did you strive for a Heisman?
I got suspended my last year at Georgia. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah.
You got fucking suspended.
Yep, I got suspended. I was going crazy too. I probably had like almost 1,000 yards in like 3-4 games, and then I got suspended for signing autographs and stuff.
Ain't that bad a bitch?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's NIL now.
So, and then my first game back, I tore my ACL.
Oh,
So it was one of
damn.
them things like, man, your dumb ass should have just, you should have just went ahead and declared for the draft and
Took
just
on.
like whatever. So, and that, you know, ultimately
Hindsight.
that affected me, you know, later in my career and in the league too.
Mhm.
You know, obviously trying to come back, prove myself off the ACL, and then like just keep going from there too. But still trying to be like an every down back and all that stuff.
You're Todd Gurley. You damn near own Georgia at this point. You like, there's not one person in the university, in Athens, that don't know shit. The damn state of Georgia that don't know you.
Yeah.
And that, to this day, you probably one of the best running backs come out of that, right? You just tear your ACL before you trying to go to the league. How are you dealing with that? How are you getting yourself together to make that next step?
Yeah. When it happened, I started laughing, bro, because I was just like, because I was just like, it's always some shit. You know what I mean? Like, but it was really like another speed bump in the road, you know, like no pain, no gain. So it was more like a chuckle, but it was just like, boy, this ain't God, then who it is, you know, like, like, dang, it's, you know, excuse my language, I was like, damn, it's always some shit. So, but we done had like 40 people tear their ACL when I was at Georgia. So,
damn,
being able to see those guys, yeah, it was crazy, bro. Like, to be able to see all those guys come back, like, that automatically made me feel good. Like, I know I'll be able to come back from this.
Yes.
You know, Adrian Peterson just had tore his couple years prior, and fresh off the ACL, he was
2000
MVP.
went
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys like that, you're looking at guys like Jamal Charles, that, you know, that gave me like a lot of motivation. But when you're going through that recovery process, you just like, man, am I ever going to be the same? Because you go from running, jumping to, and now you can't even walk regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to
You gotta
retrain
relearn how to
yourself.
walk. Yeah.
So I always try to be there for guys that try to, you know, that go through that situation. And, you know, I see myself in their shoes, you know, 10 years ago. So, yeah.
You tell your ACL it's time to go to the league.
Mm-hmm.
What's that process like? How many interviews? Clearly you can't do the combine.
Nah, I didn't do the combine. I did the combine. I had a bunch of interviews. I probably had like 10. You get like official visits.
Yep.
The team's going to bring in 20 or 30 people. So I had like 10 of those. At the combine, I probably had like 20-something teams. I didn't let nobody touch my knee when I was at the combine.
Okay.
Because they'll be pulling and yanking on your shit all day, every day. It's like, all you need to see is your x-rays and your MRI, brother. You do not need to touch me.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
a lot of teams was, you know, mad about that. Like, who you think you are? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the thing about when you're hurt with the combine, they bring you back for a medical after that. So all the guys that were unable to like participate at the combine, you go back 2 months later and do everything else again on the medical side. So I'm like, y'all don't need to touch me right now. I'm fresh out. Y'all can do all that stuff, you know, when I come back for this next visit. But I was in Pensacola, Florida down there, and just training. I was there for about 5-6 months. But I mean, I kind of figured I would go like first round maybe, but you just never know. Like teams just be saying stuff, just really be saying stuff. So I just was working, man, and I was like, yo, I got to get back. You know, I got to get back, you know, get ready for the league. And, you know, obviously end up getting drafted. The Rams took me, which I was super, super shocked. And we just kept rehabbing from there. So got drafted, I don't know, April or May. And then I end up not playing until like September, which I tried to, you know, I'm a young guy, right? Like, I always tell the young guys, like, bro, don't rush it back. Like, if you need to take a whole year, take a whole year. But it's always easier said than done, right? Like, all you know is go, and all you know is getting back. So, and it was still early in the season. It was the second game. You know, we were like 1-10. Like, it really wouldn't have been no reason to come back, you know? But you still can't tell a young guy that's 20, 21 that. He just want to get out there and play where he want to play at his whole life, which is the NFL.
Talk about draft night. Draft night for you, like I said, and we went back to this. You were just trying to get a ride home, bro.
Yeah.
You were just trying to get a ride home, and now you getting drafted in the first
It was
fucking
cool.
round, bro.
Draft night, bro. Draft night. My memory is a lot better than I think it is. My draft night was solid because I always wanted to go Chicago. I always had a like the skyline view of Chicago on my laptop. I don't know why, I just always did. So getting a chance to be able to go to that was just like,
Give me another one.
yeah.
Fucking bug.
I ain't nothing but a bug.
But
yeah, being able to go to Chicago, bro, was like a dream come true. Like I said, Coach Jig is there, my mom's there, my family. You know, everybody was there except for my older brother. And everybody be tensed in the green room. Motherfuckers be nervous. Like, it'd be crazy. But I'm in there chilling. Like, I'm in there because, bro, like, I'm not about to let these folks stress me out, man. Like,
bro.
It's supposed to be the best night of our lives. We in here, like,
and we all going somewhere.
exactly. Whether it's not today or maybe it's tomorrow, but like eventually you're gonna get the call. So
Yeah.
I'm already knowing. I'm like, bro, I'm not going no top 20, no top 10.
Where'd you think you were going?
Where did I think?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't even like. I don't know. I never really tried to map stuff out like, yo, it could be here, it could be there.
Yeah.
Shit, you know me, I was like, Miami, bet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Miami, bet. I'm like, Long as it ain't, at that time, like the Detroits and the Clevelands and like the laughing stock, Jets and stuff like that. I'm like, long as it ain't like no teams like that.
Yep. And
I was like, okay, San Diego, Dallas, like all that. I'm like, all right, that'd be cool. But I never really like, Atlanta. I think Atlanta was like pick 8. So I was just like, yeah, like that was tough. That was tough. On draft night, Atlanta's about to get picked. So I get a 404 number calling me. I'm like, oh shit,
it's about to be up.
Hey, what time to draft?
Not what
man. But looking back at it, I was like, snapped him, bro. Like, bro, don't call my phone. Like, I was hot. But looking back, like, he probably just really wanted support and like, yo, when was the draft? It was just the wrong time. It was just the wrong time at that time.
You
so
should have snapped on his dumb ass.
Yeah,
what the
so
hell
like,
are you calling
pick
me for
8
this
or something
moment?
like that. And then the Rams ended up picking me. But that was a shock to me. That was a shock. But they ain't tell you about all the bullshit you gotta do after you get drafted. And I ain't trying to sound ungrateful. I'm like thankful. I'm blessed. Like, I was super, super happy. But you think you about to chill with the fam. Nope. Whole hour or 2 of interviews right after. Like, it's just straight after the draft. I'm like, damn, I should have never came here. Then you gotta get up at 5 a.m. to go take the flight the next day. So, but I had a good time though, man. It was. Damn, that drink was a blessing. I can't believe it was 10 years ago, for real.
Crazy, bro. I mean, I think just coming
It go by fast.
Coming from a situation where you just playing football, you know what I'm saying, and then you get drafted to at that time St. Louis Rams.
Yep, St. Louis, the last
which is
class.
crazy. It's St. Louis Rams, and you go there and have a good rookie season. I mean, like it wasn't the best, but.
Yeah, we were terrible though. So
it's a bad team.
It's like somebody got to do something, right?
Yeah, it was a bad team.
Yeah, terrible team. But I always wanted to live in LA though.
Yeah,
I always wanted to live in LA, bro. I came out here on spring break, and I was like, I don't know what you need to do.
You got to get here.
You got to get here. And ironically,
did you know they were going to LA when you got to St. Louis?
So we knew if it was up to the owner, like we would have been there.
Got you.
But like. The NFL still had to prove it to all the other owners, but we found out on TV like how everybody else found out. So I had.
They didn't tell y'all.
Nah. So I was just on ESPN. I happened to be in St. Louis at the time. I had messed my toe up like the last game of the year, so I had to do a little rehab and stuff for that. And so I'm watching ESPN, and they're like, "Yeah, they moving to LA." I'm like, "Oh, I guess we're moving to LA."
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So.
How was playing in St. Louis though?
It was solid. It was solid, yeah. It was shit. It was like St. Louis. Like, I don't know. Yeah, everybody be like, how was it? I'm like, I mean, it was St. Louis. I wasn't expecting it to be
crazy.
I didn't expect it to be, LA or, a big time city. Yeah, they had they were good in the early, late 90s, early 2000s. But
and all that,
they went on a bad little stink.
Bad stink.
Yeah.
Bad stink.
For a minute. So it was almost like.
Would you start? Was Aaron on that team too?
He was that was his second year. So he had just won Defensive Rookie of the Year the year before that.
What up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It is time for Theo's Picks. As you know, we are sponsored by DraftKings. So y'all go over to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. Now let's get into the picks. Friday, January 31st, we have Dallas versus Detroit. Detroit is playing some good basketball right now. But I'm going with the home team. I got Dallas winning that game. Detroit's playing some good hoops right now, though. But then we got the two big fellas going at it. We got Denver versus Philly in Philly. Philly's a tough place to play. Denver don't care. I got Philly winning that game. I got to upset in that one. I got Philly winning that game. I think the two big fellas going to go at it. I think one's going to try to make his mark and say, I'm here now. We got two more for Friday. Milwaukee versus San Antonio in San Antonio. Them two boys be going at it every single time they play each other. And I'm going to say Milwaukee. I'm going to say Milwaukee wins that game. San Antonio's still trying to figure stuff out, so we'll go from there. Last but not least, we got Phoenix versus Golden State on January 31st in Golden State. I'm going to say Phoenix. I think Phoenix going to come out and pull that game out. They got the Slim Reaper. Yeah, that's all that matters. Saturday, February 1st, we have Atlanta versus Indy in Indy. Indy's a tough place to play. It's Indy. Shit. I got Indy winning that one. Next, we got Sac versus OKC. I got OKC winning that game. OKC's the best team in the league. So until Boston gets beat, Boston's the best team. But OKC right there. And last but not least, we have LA versus New York in New York. Listen, he's going to go put on the show. I got LA. Y'all know what it is. As you guys know, that's a wrap for Theo's Picks. Go to DraftKings right now, download the app, and use promo code RACE. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Now let's get back to the episode.
How freakish is Aaron Donald?
It's just ridiculous.
You go, bro. Every training camp, you got to go against that man.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Thankfully, he on your team.
And he just got better and better, bro. He just got better and better. But I think it's more surprising because of, his size and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So most people see him and they like, this the best player in the league?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They expecting just like somebody 6'5", he might be 6 feet and just swole. I don't think he got a max. Like, he can lift whatever, bro. Like, and he worked hard. Like, he been working with his same trainer since like high school, like from the mud days. Yeah, like that. So the preparation for that's the thing that get a lot of us athletes, like having to be able to prep for that off season in it, in the off season and out of the off season, just all year, every year. Mm-hmm. I think that's the toughest part, to try to keep you going, to get you motivated to keep going. But yeah, he
different.
Yeah, he different, man. He's definitely different. When I first got there, third down, you knew it was either Robert Quinn or it was AD. Like, those were the two people that was going to make the plays. Like, either what. Like, I remember when them boys won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, third down,
it was over.
I'm like, and then Von Miller being there too. I'm like, I'm looking at 99. Von or 99.
Mm-hmm.
Them motherfuckers that made the plays to win. So,
and it's crazy, bro, because you sit there and watch them. They put 2-3 people on him, and it don't matter.
But he really like
too strong.
But he really put the work in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like, a lot of people put the work in, but like them next level put the work in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see why they great.
Different.
Because they don't be out partying, fucking with the bitches, all that shit. Like, they putting in work. Like, putting in work. You know what I mean?
Play the clip. The nigga is working with knives.
Yeah, buddy. I'm like, yo, who is this? I used to be like, who is this train? Bro, stop working out with him.
Find it hard. The dude's working on his hand movements because he's trying to stab him, and he's just working with knives and shit. I'm like, come on, bro. This dude is not real.
Not at all.
He's not a real.
What was like 10 years, 10 Pro Bowls, probably 8 or 9 All Pros.
It's insane.
Like, literally the only person to probably ever do that was the Chicago Bears team, like the 85 Bears or something like that.
If it's not that the quarterback is such a renowned, if it's not such an important position, he could fuck around and win MVP every year.
Yeah.
Like,
how many times he won defensive player? 3? It's 2 or 3. After you get it 2 or 3 times, they want to give it this, but they want to give it to somebody else. We got to give it to this guy.
Yeah,
like they don't gave it to Joker so many times that they gave it to Lamar so many times. So it's like, I feel like you never get it when you get it when you deserve it, but you be like, like.
And the thing is, all your peers, everybody in the league know Aaron Donald's the best defensive player. When he plays, he's the best defensive player on the planet.
Yeah. Like, they in their own.
How many you got? 3.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because at that time, that was right before when, J.J. Watt was going crazy.
Going nuts.
He had 2 or 3, and now his brother, Yeah, AD, bro, he's different. He is different, but everything he deserved here. He worked for, like he put in the work for it, like real deal.
You're welcome to NFL moment.
Welcome to NFL moment. Man, I was playing against Chicago Bears. I broke a tackle.
Still got PTSD.
Yeah. I broke a tackle and I'm stumbling on the ground, trying to boom. Like, woo. I was like, who is that? I was like, man, that was Antrell Rowe. He used to play with the Giants.
Yeah.
But then he ended up going to Chicago. Yeah. I was like, damn.
Got you.
Yeah, he got me on that one though. Yeah, for sure. That was like my, one of my first 3 games. But you like stuff like that though.
Yeah.
You like stuff
listen,
like
you
that.
need that.
Yeah.
You gotta have those because if you don't, it's gonna happen at some point.
But I never worried about a DB, to be honest with you. I just was like,
which one is it? A linebacker or a lineman? Probably a lineman that you probably worry about the most. You ain't worry about nobody. You can talk about it now. You retired. You don't got to deal with these.
That I'm worried about the most in the game?
Yeah.
It depends on the team for real, bro. Like,
really?
cause
hardest hitting motherfucker you dealt with.
Hardest hitting?
Yeah. That you was like, I got to pay attention to where this motherfucker at.
Like Earl Thomas. Because Earl Thomas, man, just used to like reckless abandon. Just didn't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I mean? Like, bro did not care who it was. Like, it could have been somebody that's 6'5", like, you know how it is. Like, people choose their battles, right?
Yeah.
They want to get tough with this dude, but when it's time to play Adrian Peterson and Marshawn Lynch, you don't want to.
They grabbing their ankles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
he headhunting.
Oh man, yeah, them two. I'm kind of glad. My rookie year, Patrick Willis had retired, but that Navarro Bowman, it's annoying, bro. That spin move he had was just crazy. Bobby was always there too, because I had to play him twice in the division. So,
yep.
He just always around the ball for real.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Kuechly was just super annoying, bro. Like, always
he just know every play.
Just know where the ball is at. You trying to look this way, like it's coming right here. It's coming right here. Like, how do you even know that?
That's annoying as shit.
Yeah, that. Then you got those pass protections where, it's quick 3 steps for the quarterback and they get the ball out. So they're like, yeah, you need to block Von Miller right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get paid enough for that. Like, why would you, like, you'll see a lot of this stuff. You'll see it in the playoffs. It's just dumb little stuff. You just like, why would you even have him blocking him?
Bro, it be sometimes they be having a running back block the fucking, what's it called, a mid blitz or some shit like that when everybody on the line. And then they had the running back pick up the guy in the middle. I'm like, bro, he has a full head of steam.
Oh.
He has a full head.
Oh, then you get the coaches that be like, no, we don't want to give it away. That it's a pass. Fuck all that. I'm stepping up.
Yeah.
I'm right here. Because if not, it's just going to be a wasted play.
It's a wasted play.
It's going to be a wasted play,
I'm losing
bro.
90% of the time.
Especially got a guy like Dante Hightower. Man, he was.
Bro, you calling out some guys right now.
Like some guys. CJ Mosley, like.
And they was on the same fucking team at Bama.
Yeah.
Them Bama squads was crazy, bro.
Who else? Shout out Clay Matthews. I mean, it was a lot of people, man.
You got some guys you played against.
It depends on the game and the weakness. Sometimes some guys would be down, some guys would be up. So you like, all right, we not really worried about such and such because the D line's hurt. So we're just gonna, if it's the DB hurt, right? It's like self-explanatory. Like, we're gonna attack the backup.
Exactly.
We got the best receiver right here, so we're gonna.
So going into each game, how many touches you gonna get, pretty much?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because, if you're getting blown out, then carries over with.
Yep.
So
carries over with. I know that shit used to be annoying as fuck.
But it's just different. And then, it'd be different, man. You see it a lot too, where motherfuckers might be having no incentives and stuff. And you like, man, why they ain't giving? Like, this shit don't make no sense. But it's just like
We're gonna talk about that.
You got to pay attention to all that stuff, bro. You got to pay attention to all that because
We're gonna talk about
it's
that.
a reason you here. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason that they drafted you. And now it's gonna be a reason why they gonna have somebody come replace you. So it's never ending. You know what I'm saying? You can't never think
bro.
that it can't happen to you. So you always gotta appreciate your time while you playing and do it. But just know like, and they'll try to give a motherfucker your spot too, and they still can't even do nothing with it.
And you could tell that like you did that. Like you went through that. You know what I'm saying?
But for me, I was like, shit, all right, niggas gonna pay me, fuck it. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like,
that check still coming in. That check clear?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I ain't gonna stress myself out over something I can't control either.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
what was the game that you broke out was like, okay, I'm here now?
In the NFL?
NFL, yep.
Shit, bro. I think it was like my second game. My first game we played the Steelers, I had like 6 carries. They just wanted to give me the ball. I had like 6 carries for like 9 yards.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. And and then my next 4 games after that, I had like over 100 yards. But
damn,
you still a rookie.
Yeah,
like, he a rookie. ACL, somebody stunting me. Like you still got to prove yourself. You know what I mean? Like
even after 4 games, 100.
Yeah. Well, after the first game, they probably like it was a fluke. Or another team probably like, bro, they playing against such and such. Like, they ain't nothing like that. So, and then after that, it's like, all right, all we got to do is just stop this dude and then let the other team beat us. So, just little stuff like that, man. But, yeah, I think it was my second game. I don't know if we played the Cardinals or the Packers.
They had
but
146 against the Cardinals.
That was it. So, that was but I think all my joints came in the fourth quarter, though.
You had 2 at halftime. You had 144 in the second half.
Yeah, so that what happened. Shit like that. So yeah, I just started turning up after that. It was fun though.
Bro, you so fucking nonchalant. It's kind of pissing me the fuck off.
I don't be knowing this shit. I really don't be knowing this joint. Like
this dude
I don't be knowing
like,
it.
yeah, bro, I was just running the ball. That's all
I really do. I don't do nothing special. I gotta have my O-line, bro. Without my O-line, I won't be doing nothing.
That's a fact.
I won't be doing
That's a whole
nothing.
fact. You ain't lying. I tell you that right now. Let me ask you this. Your offensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That was year 4?
My third year.
Third year. Okay.
Yeah, my third year.
So your third year, was there anything different that you did? Or it was just everything was clicking?
Everything was clicking because we had a new coach. Just a whole new scheme.
Who's a savant? He's one hell of a fucking coach. Bro.
And he was new too. So ain't nobody, know his game or know that stuff. So that off season was like
elite.
Yeah. Cause it's your third year. You got that fourth. Well, I was first round, so it was 4 years, 5th year contract.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's money time.
Yeah. Then also like good rookie year, slow second year. So I just want to turn up. Got back on my track work. Really started getting back on the track workouts and just running. Just running, but staying consistent. Still having fun doing all that, but all right, bro, I'm out. I got to get up in the morning. But staying with that.
I'm with that.
Going to goddamn UCLA at 6 a.m. All the stuff I used to complain about doing, I'm like, all right, I got to get back on that. So started working out with my man, Nabi, speed doctor. And I think it was we just clicked as a team and the offense, you can tell it was plays designed for me to get in space and do all this type of stuff. So, yeah.
Sean McVay is a very smart fucking coach, bro. How good of a relationship you have with him and how much did he help you get to that next level and get to where you wanted to be and be offensive player? Because, bro, that's in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
Offensive player of the year. You look at it now because you bro, I did it. But that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is, bro. It really is. Nah, he definitely turned us up, man. Not only me, but I mean specifically me. Because you could tell just trying to get the touches, getting the touchdowns and stuff like that. But
because you had how many that year? 17? No.
I'm probably 20.
20 something.
20. I feel like I had 20. I think I had 20 one season. 21 one season and 19 another season or whatever. But I think once we got in like the OTAs and stuff like that, started seeing the offense. But so many times, like in the lead or just period, where it's like we running all these exciting plays, but once the season come, it's like, bro, whatever all this shit, like we was, we was dialing up and we was getting excited about. And I think all that translated over from practice to us, like, oh, yo, we really got an offensive mastermind over here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even with a younger quarterback in golf, who was year 2 at the time. Yeah. So yeah, he was just, I think he was just like, yo, we're gonna ride TG, pause, and just we're gonna get this shit done. Like, we're gonna get it done. And I guess I was able to handle that load at that time and really just get off, bro. But it was fun though, I ain't gonna lie.
Did the knee injury still bug you along your NFL career?
Hell yeah, bro. My joint, man, my joint swelled up on me probably like once or twice my rookie year. Mm-hmm. But when you come back, you gotta wear that brace when you come back. Yeah. Like, I always tell the guys, like, bro, I don't care how good you think you feel, just wear the brace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just wear the brace. And if you can dominate in the brace, just imagine how you're going to feel once you take it off. Yeah, definitely. Like, I always had to manage that. But I always had, like, good, you know what I'm saying, good OGs, good vets. You know, my guy, Benny Cunningham, he was a running back as well. But he tore his patella, like, everything. Mm-hmm. And he was undrafted. So he had to get back as soon as possible. But seeing guys like him just always just telling me to take care of myself in the off season. You know, whether it's you want to do the stem cell, you do the PRP. Like, I did that joint. I felt like, you know, you do so much, you don't know what worked. You know, you're doing Cota, you're doing Normatec, you're doing, you know, stem cell, you're doing, you know, stem, your treatment, all that different stuff like that. But yeah, I would always have to, you know, manage my joint, especially like my load and practice and stuff like that. So I probably had stopped practicing. I probably didn't practice on Fridays after like my second year, I think. So yeah, I didn't practice on Fridays because I would just be like, you know, you got that game, and you're trying to get back. But by the time Friday came, I was just moving like a snail for real. Yeah. So yeah, and that was fast Friday. It was super quick. It was mostly like red zone, but that's the thing about football too. It's like you kind of have to like practice. You have to have that intensity, whether it's in the off season. That way, when it's game day, you can't just cut it on, right? Exactly. Like, you got to train like that. So I personally think that you have to. Yeah. But yeah, just being able to manage that throughout my years, and then like I think my 4th year, I ended up getting hurt against the Eagles. That's the year we ended up going to the Super Bowl and losing. Mm-hmm. But doing that, trying to figure out what it was, is like just a lot of wear and tear. So ended up coming back from that in the playoffs. And not only are we in the playoffs, I'm playing the longest amount of football that I ever played. Mm-hmm. And I mean, don't really matter because Big Whit as well too. Whitworth, he year 16, and this dude in the Super Bowl for the first time playing in February. So, you know, it's a lot of everybody banged up at the end of the season. You know what I mean?
Just trying to figure out how to get it
exactly. You just trying to figure out how to you know just get on the field and be your best. So we come back. I think the Dallas game we go off, me and CJ, and then the Saints game, I felt I probably was a little too excited. I kind of got a little too excited for that game. Yeah. I end up like dropping the ball, get the pick, so they end up benching me and shit. But that was like during the time where it's like, you know how the league works too. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a team player. Like, Like, even if I wanted to say some things or do something, I'm just like, I ain't really tripping. It's just a game. Mm-hmm. And then so after the Super Bowl, we end up losing that Super Bowl. Going into that next year, we kind of put like a whole plan in place where I wouldn't do as much in the off season because just be able to like have that load and not put that extra stress on my knee and stuff. So that was kind of like the plan going forward. And then it was more like a little confusion my last year because it was like, all right, you say you saving me, but then like when the game come around, it's like,
no touches.
Yeah, shit like that. So, but I'm not really like a confrontational type of, player, like, or wear like my heart on my sleeve or my emotions on my sleeve, whatever. So I'm not really going to coach, fuck going on, like, man, give me the ball, stuff like that. I was just like, all right, y'all niggas gonna pay me to not do nothing. All right, cool, whatever. And I get to save I'm so messed up anyway, right? I get to save my body too. So yeah,
you paid me.
Yeah, exactly. So
I appreciate y'all for doing that.
So kind of started seeing like the writing on the wall with that, that. But then also,
was it tough at first?
Nah, it don't be tough. It just be like your friends and your teammates. So you know how you always have a person that may be more madder than you?
Yeah.
Like, bro, relax. Why you so mad? I'm not even upset.
I hate that shit,
yeah. So.
I hate it because you starting to stress me out because you talk about it.
So yeah, like even my teammates, like even some of my teammates be like, yo, what the, like some of my teammates would come up and be like, yo, what's going on? Like, that'd be the thing about football. It'd be a lot of stuff going on. You be having no idea. Motherfucker I'm sure it'd be like that in basketball too. Like people get benched. Yep. They not telling you nothing. Yep. You just see Theo in there at quarterback now. You like
what the fuck?
Yeah, like you ain't gonna tell us or nothing. So
it's crazy.
And at that time too, it was like Malcolm Brown. He came in with me. He was undrafted, and he ended up having a longer career than me. But I kind of had gotten like I ended up getting paid or whatever, but. I'm just like, all right, shit, he get his shine too, and that way he able to, prolong his career and get the stats and everything that he deserves. So I wasn't really tripping. It kind of just seemed like where it was going after that.
For sure. Talk about how crazy, and we almost done, but talk about how crazy Super Bowl week is. Explain that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard stories, but how crazy was it for you?
It wasn't that bad, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I was excited. It was in Atlanta, so I'm already thinking it's destiny, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We right here.
Atlanta. Yeah. We here. One more game.
But you're playing the GOAT.
Bro.
For that game.
That's one thing that pissed me off too, because I'm like, bro, I seen this dude when I was like 10 years old. How the fuck is he still playing? And beating young, fresh guys.
Bro, insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And nobody could score.
Nobody. And a bunch, I feel like 3 or 4 of his Super Bowls was like that.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, his Super Bowls, and then this one was just like.
Wasn't it 9-6? Or
it probably was like 3-12 or something.
No,
it was like.
It was nasty.
It came down to like a Gronk like 4th down play catch something like that, and
shit.
Then like Sony ended up having a good game.
Yeah.
I think Edelman won the MVP. He just kept going them option routes. It was like it was one of them like hard nosed football. Like everybody say they love old school football till there ain't no point.
Like that shit,
but the Super Bowl itself, it was like one of the fastest games I ever played in. Like it was like a blur. Yeah, like it was like a blur. Always, sometimes I try to like forget about it too. Cause you just like, after we lost, bro, I'm like, nah, I won, man. I won. Like, made it here. It's a Super Bowl. But the week wasn't as bad with the media and all that stuff. Like, I thought it was going to be like just terrible. But
too much,
it wasn't as bad because you just excited. You know what I'm saying? Childhood dream. But then you like, bro, we really in the Super Bowl.
The anticipation had to be crazy.
Yeah. But then also knowing like
it's just another game,
but like we were so hot like all year.
Yeah.
Like even talking to a couple of the Patriots defensive players was like, they were just like, yo, bro. They were like, yo, this is the easiest game we ever played in. Cause they just like, yo, we just knew y'all was coming with some stuff like halftime or whatever. He was like, y'all just never made no adjustments. You know what I'm saying? That's no shade to like no coaches or anything like that. We just didn't execute like on our part offensively or whatever. But they just was because we were just, kind of like how Detroit is this year. Just all cylinders flying. Like, you just never know what's going to happen. So they just thought we were just going to, like, just come out in the second half, make some crazy adjustments. And they were just like, it was like, yo, and we never played the game that easy.
Damn.
You know, from like a
I
and
get what you're
standpoint.
saying. Yeah, because
like,
they probably over prepared for everything. And then it was like, maybe that just goes to a testament. Y'all were just prepared for all this shit.
But then also, like, stand on your toes. Yo, we know he come with something. We know they come with something.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, 0-0, like, no time on the clock. And it's just like,
and game over.
Yeah.
Your LA stint is over.
Yeah.
You make the next step, you go to Atlanta. Talk about that year going into that.
The Atlanta joint was like, it was a no-brainer. Like, I ended up getting cut. And I ain't really even get to enjoy the free agency joint because Atlanta ended up hitting me. I'm like, bro, that's a no-brainer. I played at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get the chance to come back. Julio, Calvin Ridley, you know, Matt Ryan. So it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's the COVID year. Mm-hmm. So no preseason, nothing, just no crowds. It was super weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was super weird. And then I don't know, like our first 5 games, we might have won like one game, but we lost all the other ones within like one possession.
Yeah.
GM get fired, head coach get fired. So that was like 4 or 5 games in. So
that's the writing on
the
wall.
those is the people that bought me in too. Yep. So I'm just like, fuck. Oh well. Shit. This ain't.
You knew what it was.
Yeah, like this ain't playing out. And it was going good at first. Like, I mean, yes and no. Like, I mean, I was like leading in touchdowns or whatever. I mean, you ain't really get, I guess, 1,000 yards. Not to say it like that, because people still don't really have 1,000 yards like that. But I mean, if you do the calculation, 1,000 yards ain't nothing but like 60 yards a game, kind of, sort of too. So, but yeah, after that, shit. I stopped probably playing in like the last month. So after that, I was just like, all right, I'll just save, you know, it's kind of like the my last year with the Rams situation. Like, all right, I guess I just save my body
for the next year.
For the next year.
Y'all gonna do that?
Yeah, for the next year.
I guess it's over.
And you know, kind of knew they was gonna get a new coach.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that's there now, he was the interim head coach when my coach got fired.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, he was kind of like playing for his job. But like, bro, they just fired everybody. They're not giving you that job. Even though they hired him back, you know, 3 years later. Yeah. But damn, what I was about to say. But yeah, it was just like it was like a no-brainer going to Atlanta. Like, it was just like a no-brainer. So, but like I said, just not playing like the last month of that, and then just like, all right, getting ready for
free agency.
Getting ready for free agency again. I'm like, all right, let's see how this go. But then also like starting to think about, like, I always used to map out before every off season, like potential possibilities, like this can happen, that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, ultimately the main goal is to try to stay as healthy as possible, which is, for me, it would be not having to have any surgeries in the off season.
Yep.
And just seeing like what's the best case scenario. So I had like a visit to Detroit. I had a visit to the Ravens, and then Buffalo ended up calling, you know, like twice during the season or whatever that following year. But shit, man, I was just chilling for real.
Cooler.
Having a good time.
Were you still training?
Yeah, I was training because, like I said, I ain't really played too much that, like, the final month or two.
Yeah.
So I went straight into training, like, in January.
Yeah.
Like, soon as the season was over with,
yep,
I was training. But then once probably, like, October came around, I was just like, I'm going to just relax. You know, the holidays about to come up. You know, Halloween was about to come up, which is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Then Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I was already planning like off-season like trips to Australia and Thailand and stuff like that. So yeah, I was
My dad goes retired, bro.
Yeah, I was retired. But
he was over the shit.
Like when we had that conversation earlier, like I kind of knew it was over with when I had that chance to go to Baltimore, and I didn't go. You know,
Yeah.
it was for whatever the contract, league minimum, whatever. But
Yeah.
at that point, it's not about that, right? I made my money that
It's
I
about the
made.
love.
Yeah, it's about the love. So, like, I thought that would have been just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But for me to even think about it, that was pretty much all I needed to do. But now that I think about it, I should have just fucking signed with them and then just never showed up.
Why?
Because I just would have had the jersey just for like the purpose of like, because I grew up a Ravens fan too, you know. So.
That would have been tough.
But
That
yeah,
would've been tough.
selfishly, I wanted to like for my family and stuff because all my immediate family is in Baltimore. So I'm like, yo, this would have been dope. And then I would have kind of like, I don't know how I would have planned out. Maybe I could have went there and went off. One thing you know about Baltimore, they gonna run the ball no matter what. And I think that was the year. J.K. Dobbins went down, and then the next week I think Gus went down, and then somebody else went down, and then it was funny. It was like all these like premier running backs who were premier like a year or two before is like
trying to go there.
Yeah, because I think Le'Veon was there, Devontae Freeman was there, and then like just seeing other situations how they planned out prior to that. So I always was observing. So, but shit, like that's why I was worried at the beginning of the season. Like a dumbass before Derrick Henry signed, but I should have fucking known that he was gonna do what he do best, and that's just run the ball. So yeah, I feel like he did a great job of coming in the Baltimore system, even though that wasn't even his like type of style of offense, being able to fit in that perfectly because he wasn't really a gun runner. He was out of the eye, and the stuff this dude rushed for 1,900 yards. And they didn't even give him the ball like that until like the third game. So this guy could have had another 2,000 yard season. So good, but it was cool though, bro. It was cool. It was cool. Hey, didn't I came to UNC one time, I feel like, when I was in college.
You probably fucking did.
Damn, I don't know when
I know
was.
one thing. You was a fucking Duke fan.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big
That's my
time
squad, yeah.
You're a big time Duke fan. I knew you from I've known you for a long time, and we've been talking shit for a long, long time. And
I'm not in it like I used to be though.
Really?
I was like too intense, yeah. Yeah, I was taking it too serious.
Hey, he used to not like me when we beat their ass though.
Yeah.
He used to be like, man, fuck Theo, bro.
So when y'all win, 11 or 12?
I'm not, shit, I ain't that old. I won in 17.
Damn. But they won. I feel like they won.
They won in
10.
They won in 10. Okay.
Who?
Duke
won in 10.
So when was you there?
I was there 14 to 18.
Duke won 15.
You was there with Marcus Page?
Duke won in 15?
That's Jalil's team.
Yeah. I was there with Marcus Page, but we lost 16 off that buzzer beater to Nova.
I was so happy.
I know you fucking was.
Chris
But were you happy
Jenkins.
the next year?
Y'all
when we won
the
that
next year.
motherfucker? Yeah. You was happy then too.
Nah, see, that's the thing about people. We only remember the bad stuff.
Yeah, I bet you did. But I'm gonna rhyme out you right now.
I ain't gonna remember that y'all came back the next year.
We
and
ran that
actually won
shit
it.
back and won that motherfucker. Yeah, in Phoenix. Yeah, it was nice. It was a good time. Played
So
the clip.
when y'all win all of y'all's, when UNC win theirs, y'all win whenever, huh? I feel like Duke only win when they in Detroit.
Probably. You know we got all-time
Indy.
bragging rights, right?
What, like overall?
Against Duke?
Yeah, but it's different now.
It's not different.
It's different.
It's really not different. You know why? Because we beat y'all in the final.
We don't even have a 4-year, like Duke don't even have like a 4-year starter no more.
We don't have a 4-year starter.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I-
we do. We got RJ. We got RJ Davis. I forgot about that.
He's
But
still
bro.
there?
Yeah, bro.
Mondo played like 5 years.
Mondo played 5 years too. That's
Yeah,
good.
but like they got that COVID year and then
Yeah, but
like
y'all got
they
guys-
getting paid. So it's like, why would I, if I know I'm probably not gonna be a lottery picket or go to the draft, like I'm gonna just stay here and make money.
Exactly. But y'all got guys like that too. They just transfer. Because y'all got guys coming in every single year.
That's why I don't really keep up with it. It's a
too
lot.
much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I
It's
just
a lot
be
now.
a fan now. Like I go to the games. Damn, I don't think I'm gonna go on the first though.
No, I'm not gonna make that one either. I might go to the last one though.
Yeah, I don't never go to y'all place.
We wouldn't let you in that motherfucker anyway.
I sneak in there. I go on a courtesy of Ebron.
Yeah,
Courtesy
for
of
sure.
Ebron.
For sure. Nah, Todd, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro. This is
Yeah.
Unbelievable pod. You have a journey that people need to listen to. I'm excited for people to hear. I can't thank you enough for getting on, brother.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I guess if I had a couple of things to say too, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he got that lick in the system.
Yeah. Nah, just for the youth though, man.
For sure.
Like you said, really just like run your own race. You never know.
Yeah.
And it'd be tough for me to give out advice sometimes because a guy would come talk to me, yo, I want to do this. And I'm like, bro, my journey was totally different than yours. You know what I mean? I didn't go. I end up going first round, so my journey is going to be a lot different than yours. But that don't necessarily mean that you can't have a longer career than me or a better or more successful career. But I think the main thing, bro, like especially the kids now, like you got to love the game. Like just fall in love with it without even knowing how you fell in love with it. Keep your head on straight, man, because the streets is played out. It's over with. Like it's just played out, man. So you gotta grow up fast, especially with all this NIL stuff. But you just gotta be a good person too. At the end of the day, you can't be a fucked up person. You gotta be a great person. You gotta be a great teammate, and you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun with the game. And a lot of the guys that taught me a lot of lessons, they wasn't big name superstars. Some of them never even played, but I learned so much from those guys because they were working harder than the guys that was so-called the superstars. So
1,000%.
just keeping your head on straight, keeping the grades right too, fellas. Like and ladies too. Like just watch your circle, listen to your parents. You know, it always sounds cliche, but they're not telling you nothing that they haven't not been through. So
1,000%.
and like you said, just stay humble, stay hard. Keep working hard and stay blessed, and everything else going to work out in your favor.
For sure. I think that's been, I'll piggyback on that just because it's the biggest thing in my eyes is being a good person. Because at the end of the day, we only play, like you played 6 years and I saw that today, we both played 6 years, right? And we were both well-known people in our college, well-known people in the league, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, people still fuck with us because we're good people.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I would have never came here and you would have never even requested me to be on here had I just been a fucked individual.
Exactly. Like, there's other things Todd could have been doing other than doing this podcast today. And like I said, that goes longer than the football. That goes longer than just basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Being a good person is going to take you way further than the game. This is just, the game is like just a push.
Yeah, but it's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone to the next life because that's only a short amount of time that you have. So that's why you say have fun in it. Because
man.
It could stop. It could stop at any moment.
It could. And I've seen people who had longer careers than us and still be bitter after they're done playing. I'm like, bro, you did 15 years, bro. How are you still bitter? Like,
and they don't know nothing else though.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, sometimes they look at it like they put so much into the game. And like I said, you have to. If you want to get to this level, you really do have to put a lot into the game. But also don't lose sight of family time. Don't lose sight of being a good person. Don't act like you're bigger than Hong. Don't act like you're bigger than Peter just because they're just Hong and Peter.
For sure. Because the same people you shitting on gonna be on your way down. They're gonna be at the top. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to start somewhere. So
exactly. So that's a great message, bro. I'm glad you said that, and it's gonna go a long way, and people gonna listen to that, and they need to hear it. But hey, bro, I've told y'all multiple times. DraftKings, we appreciate you. But here on Running Race, we're getting bigger and better. We got an offensive player of the year in here.
Yeah, man. Y'all see the talent he bringing on, man.
Come on, man. Come on. We got Todd Gurley on here today. Listen, that's another episode of Running Race. We out. Peace.